Hi, I'm Chris Fuller. You couldn't ask for a better day in Nome, Alaska. Behind me is the famed Burled Arch, which is the finish line for the Iditarod dog sled race. Over 10 days, 1,100 miles. I was just with the top two mushers. They're competing neck and neck, just within minutes of each other. They hit the checkpoint that we were at. What an incredible sight to see them coming running in. Today, let's talk about Iditarod leadership and how it can change your business.
But I just want to inspire you today about what these Iditarod competitors go through and the reason that I use this powerful metaphor to talk and to train about leadership. And the thing that I love about mushing is I got into this and I said, if you're not the lead dog, the view never changes. How many of you guys think that you're already lead dogs in the room? Anybody, you already think, oh, I got a hand right here. Pay you for that hand. All right, any other lead dogs in the room? Yes, this is the lead dog. But the true leader of the team is back in the sled. The true leader of the team is not out there, you know, it's not that they're not leading, but they're leading through serving. And as I built out this concept and looked at this concept, and I thought, you know what? That's a great model for leadership, that leaders are servers first. Leaders are servers first. And so they're not the hard-charging lead dog, but they know what it takes to lead the team. They put the team together. They make sure the right folks are on the team, in the right spots on the team. They care for their team. My first attempt at leading, I was the best salesperson in an electronics company, and so they made me the sales manager. You know what happens when you take your best salesperson and make them a manager? Sales fall down, you have miserable people because what they gained was a lousy manager and what they lost was a great salesperson, right? They call it the Peter Principle. They actually have a name for it, right? We all rise to our own level of incompetence. And we say in leadership, you're good here, so we're going to give you here. You're good here, so we're going to give you here. You're good here, so we're going to give you here. You're lousy there, so we'll leave you. Is that a reward for our people? Right? So what we need to do is we need to look at where we are, we need to look at where we're about to promote them, and then see if they have the skill and the capacity at that level. Otherwise, do anything but promote them, because all we're going to do is hurt the organization. So all I have left is excellent. So how do we become excellent leaders instead of perfect leaders? We're going to mess up in leadership. It's a fact. We're going to miss it. But how fast we get back on track and how we own up to that failure is on us as leaders. So can we learn and can we embrace being excellent leaders instead of just attempting for perfect leaders? Because it's not going to happen, right? The thought and owning the fact that when I mess up as a leader, my people usually pay for it more than I do. And I'm like, that's not my heart as a leader. I don't want to start a business and have it fail. I don't want to gain a promotion only to figure out that I'm not worthy of that promotion. And he said, do you have sufficient clothing for this climate? I said, yeah. Yeah. We go skiing in Colorado. We go hunting. We go ride snowmobiles. I'm good. I'm good on clothing. He said, send me pictures. So I sent him pictures. These are my snow boots. This is what if I'm out, these are my boots. I got some wool socks. This is what I got. He sent me back a picture with the model number. He said, not under my watch, you aren't. Go buy these. The soles themselves are about 3 inches back, and they have a place for heat warmers, and they actually have, it is a boot within a boot. So the equivalent, basically, within this particular wool boot was probably the equivalent of what I was trying to bring to the extreme conditions. I had no idea that I didn't know what I didn't know. that we would run at up to negative 50 degrees Fahrenheit. And at that point, exposed skin will freeze almost like that. And the fact that you're out there running, you're not prepared for leadership. Anybody ever have a promotion or something that you knew you weren't prepared for when you got it? I tell leaders all the time, leader, your promotion is an egg timer or a toaster. It gives you just long enough before it pops. And you're left with, are you worthy of the title or are you over your head? When I've started to learn, I was so thankful that I had a leader, I had a mentor that chose to prepare me before I was too deep in over my head. Anybody wake up this morning and the very first thought that you had as you woke up was, oh man, I hope my boss manages me today. I wish my boss would just manage me more. We are people. We don't want to be managed. We'll be led. Won't we be led? By a great leader. Won't you submit to that? Won't you be led by a great leader? We'll be inspired. We'll be counseled. We'll be advised. But don't manage me. People resist being managed. There are things in our daily life, there are things that are on our plate that we need to manage. Manage tasks, manage projects, manage rollouts, there's a lot of things that you can manage. But when it comes to your people want to be inspired. They want to be led. They don't want to be managed. You lead people. You manage things. We've all had tragic example of leaders that think that they're leading and then they're marching off and we're all standing behind them going, how long do you think it'll take till they turn around and no, we're not there, right? A couple of days later they say, hey, you're not behind us? Wait a minute. You've managed us, you've talked at us, you've told us, but you haven't led us. If we're going to embrace the change, if we're going to embrace the new direction, if we're going to embrace the new project or the new whatever, we need you to lead us as leaders, not tell us as employees. Thank you so much for having me today. Business and life are an adventure. Don't settle for the mundane. The Iditarod is not a mundane sport. It is a grueling sport, but you know what? It's worth it. Understand that I believe in you. I believe in your leadership abilities. You've been fantastic. Go out and conquer the world. Race the race. Remember, the Burled Arch is waiting for you. Race to the end. Thanks so much.